So welcome to Costco in Signal Hill in Southern California. Now, I talk to a lot of Costco drivers, and this particular dock always gets brought up when it comes to the most difficult. Now, it doesn't look that hard. What's so hard about it, you may ask yourself. The reason why it's so hard is because of this stupid bloody gas station right here. Now, what happens is that when they exit, they can't turn left. They have to go this way, maybe pull a U-turn or go down this way, but too much traffic. There's a constant traffic. I have easily have waited 15 minutes so I could even pull out or and especially back in. And it's not just a Costco there. You have a Home Depot right here as well. It's just lots and lots of traffic. Now, when it comes to difficulty wise as well, it is a little bit difficult as well because if you're backing up into door number one, which is the like main dock for delivering, you don't have much room. All right. Now I want to give you some tips on what I do when I back up into this, especially this particular door right here. Now we have a few different options. All right. Now we have all the space here we can use, but of course we have to watch out for cars constantly. And now if you do back up from over here, a lot of people don't know what you're doing. They don't know trucking. They see your doors open, they don't care. Or sometimes your doors aren't even open and it just looks like you're going down this way, so they're just following you. So then you got to get out of your truck and tell them like, no, I'm actually backing up in here. Can you please move? Oh, yes. And then at the very start of COVID, I remember a line of people lining around here, and I had to back up into this space, and then they told me to go into this space. That was fun. Glad I didn't have to do that anymore. But in the morning, this place isn't so bad because there's a lot less traffic. It's just that come 6 o'clock, the cars start piling out. Anyway, all right. So I have made a little bit of a map for this. So let's get into that. Now, just like any space that I go into, or any customer that I go into, or whatever, I analyze the situation. Now, of course, when you show up here, you can't just stop. You got to find yourself a parking space, and that's not, and especially when there's cars parked around everywhere. And if you've got a 10 o'clock appointment, you got cars just everywhere. But you can park around here. Now, what I'm going to do here is let's go nice and slowly for now. I'm going to go ahead and park in that one really difficult spot, and I'm going to go ahead and put a truck there as well. Now, ideally, I think the best situation that you do is like if you were over here first, because that means your trailer is all the way over here as well. All right, so you have a little bit of an advantage, but we're going to hug everything to the left. It's going to keep hugging everything to the left. Now, there's two ways to do this, and this is one way to do it. All right. Now, the second way may not be as appealing, but a lot of the time it's the way that I do it. So you got to stay all the way to the left. Keep hugging everything to the left, everything to the left, everything to the left. There we go. Now this gets a little bit more difficult because this wall here is just as tall as the trailer. So a lot of time you can't even see what's going on. All right, so let's go ahead and start backing up. Again, like usual, I like to point my steer straight, and then I will turn when needed. All right, so let's go a little closer. I want to be pointing just a little bit. Like it's not a terribly narrow space. It's quite wide. You can probably fit nearly 2 trailers in there, but you got to deal with the distance over here. All right, let's start backing up again. I'm gonna jackknife a little more. All right, any more than that, now we'll hit the wall. Okay. I know it's tough. All right, definitely got to start jackknifing now. Now I have left myself room. If you remember, if your truck's all the way over here and you can't jackknife the way I'm doing right now. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and chase it just a little bit. I know it's still jackknifing. There we go. Around here is definitely when I would have gotten out and looked. Like basically by the time the back of the trailer got to around here. All right, so I'm gonna basically all I can do right now is leave the steering wheel where it is. All right. And of course, when your steers are all the way to the left, you're constantly taking peeks to the right, making sure you're not hitting anything over there. All right. Keep backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. I'm going to keep maintaining. Now, of course, now in a second, I'll be able to see this truck. Right now, I probably won't be able to see it. But even though it's not going to be pretty, I'm going to go ahead and do my pull forward now. So let's turn. I'm just going to go ahead and point straight for now. And then I'm going to go off to the right. Oops. Okay, I don't want to hit that. You know what? Yeah, let's go off. Let me just make sure I'm not going to hit it. There we go. Back to the right again. Now this is fine. All right, it puts my trailer in the center of the space, and I'm just going to go ahead and just keep my steer straight, so that'll put me in a medium jackknife. And yeah, and now I can chase it. It's not the easiest in the world. A lot of time there is no truck here, but sometimes there is. And now the other way to do it is basically a blindside. And well, you start off with a straight back, but then you start blindsiding. It all depends on the dock too. Now, obviously, these docks here will be a lot easier than this one. So here's another way to approach it. Let me speed up a little quicker. All right, now this is basically like a U-turn back, then turning it into a blindside. So I'm going to go over here to the left, just so I have the room. You'll see in a second why I need it. I just want to get my trailer as far to the left as possible. So we're going to go into the same space again, and we're going to get our trailer pointing towards this area right here. All right, of course, when you are pulling a U-turn, make sure there's no cars around, and I've never honked my horn more than any other customer than this one. I would just lay on my horn until I know that everyone's paying attention to me. So basically, okay. So as you can see, we're going. We're just basically turning in a circle. You know, honking your horn, letting people know what's going on. All right. So now I'm going to straighten up. All right. Now this is a straight. Now now we're going to do a straight back. Now I want to get my trailer pointing over to the left a little bit more. So I'm just going to do this. Again, I have a nice wide space. Okay. We have a lot of room, so it's okay to point to around here. So we're going to slightly jackknife. Slightly. And let's say we do this. All right, that's cool. No problem. All right, let's stop. Now we can go off to the left. All right, and straighten up. All right, much better angle now. Whoops. There we go. We can see in both mirrors. We can see what's going on. We can see, and now we can start jackknifing away. You know, so it was a two-part setup. All right, and that is another way to do it. Again, it doesn't do the best for the tires or your airlines, but they'll get over that. You got in safely without hitting anything. That's the main objective. All right, that is this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.